Like what we do? Consider supporting the channel by becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the description below. And as always, please enjoy the story.
The emptiness of this dingy diner was not helping to drown out the intrusive thoughts. Looking up from my table, I see the waitress approaching. Stick thin with puffy blonde hair. She fits the theme of this place. "Hiya," the waitress sings, standing at my table. "What can I get for you?" Slowly looking up at her fake smile, I lament my choice to enter this place. I'm never in one form long enough to need any food. Just seems pointless to feed these forms I take. The idea of feeding these bodies is almost as meaningless as showering them. "Coffee," I grunt, looking back down at my hands. Black. Like nails on a chalkboard, the waitress keeps talking. Her shrill voice makes me clench my jaw tight. "Sure you don't want to order any breakfast, honey?" she asks, obnoxiously chewing her gum. Unable to stop myself, I twitch. I'm annoyed by her continued presence and angered by her assumption that I need anything more. Damn pathetic humans. Such trash. Day after day, they grind out their meaningless existences, their mundane lives, chasing a never-ending series of pointless endeavors to end up with nothing but pointless memories. "No," I answered abruptly, gripping the table edge to calm my rage. "Just coffee." Clearly unable to read my hateful expressions, the girl continues to talk to me. As my frustrations grow, I feel the orb pulsing and emanating in my pocket. I must resist its urges to feed in such a public place. "Do I know you?" she asks, leaning down to look at my face. Looking up at her, my face twitches again. This girl is playing with fire. "You don't," I reply, rudely dismissing her from my table. "Go get my coffee and stop bothering me." "God," the girl whines, recoiling back from me with a face like thunder. No need to be rude. Persisting to stand near me, staring down at me with disapproval, I feel the orb's tendrils grabbing at me. Setting my nerve endings alight with pain, I feel its violent urges, wanting me to rip this girl's existence from her. The pain. I can't. The pain. Not here. Not now. "Fine then," she hisses, flicking her long blonde hair as she turns. "One coffee for this guy," she spitefully shouts, heading back towards the counter. All I feel is intense burning and a foul itch that cannot be scratched. Lowering my head into my hands, I grip my face with my nails until it hurts. "Not here," I mumble in resistance. As I dig my nails into the surface layer of my skin, the urges relent. However, my relief is fleeting and only for a second. Returning to my table with coffee in hand, I'm like an old kettle, steaming and hissing to come off the boil. "Here," she huffs with attitude, spilling the warm black liquid as it hits the tabletop. Shaking, I allow a single hand to reach for the coffee cup. Unable to hold it straight, the drink spills out as I try to drink it. Her presence is like a thorn buried deep into my heart. The orb wants her. It needs her. Are you okay?" she asks, her voice now filled with concern as I struggle to even hold my coffee. No," I answer, my voice creaking under the intense stress and pain. The orb wants this person, and resisting it will break me. I'm at my limit. I can't refrain. Snapping my head up to look at her, I can barely see straight through my red, raw eyes. She instantly jumps back from me in terror. "Bathroom," I blurt out. "Help me to the bathroom." Staggering from my seating booth, like a beer-soaked lunatic, I feel her soft hands grabbing me as she tries to stop me from falling to the floor. Regaining my footing, the girl leads me towards the bathrooms. Shaking and lurching with every step, I clench my hands tightly closed to stop myself from caving in to its desires. I could end this. My torture would be over in seconds, if I'd only allow myself to take it from my pocket to feast. The pain. Not yet. The pain. The bathroom. Out of sight. Eventually, dazed, confused, and in severe misery, she guides me to the single small bathroom in the diner. The room is just big enough for a toilet stool and sink. The small window barely allows any of the morning light to illuminate the dank, piss-stained room. No matter, it's just big enough for what must happen next. Falling to my knees in front of the toilet, I cough and sputter, thick, darkened blood from my mouth. Spitting the remains into the toilet bowl, I feel the warmth and iron-rich smell of my blood pooling at the back of my throat. Are you okay?" she gasps, standing directly behind me, clearly looking over at the blood swimming in the rancid toilet water. Shut the door," I cough, spitting up yet more blood. I can't have anyone else in this dive see what I'm about to do. Sensing her hesitation to be shut in this piss-riddled room with me, I get desperate. Time is no longer my friend. My vision is blurring and my heart is about to cave. "Shut the door," I growl. "I don't want people seeing me like this." That's when I hear the satisfying clink of metal. That leaves us in here together, alone. Struggling to stand, I wipe the blood from my mouth and turn to face her. As I smile, I feel blood oozing from my mouth, dribbling down my chin. Her expression is twisted, terrified, a face that I've come to enjoy, knowing it signals relief from my anguish. I cough and sputter, reaching desperately into my jean pocket for the orb. Sorry about this." As my shaking hands take hold of the orb, I feel the warmth of it emanating through my body, almost like it's rewarding me. Holding it out to this girl, this waitress, this innocent young woman, I'm able to see her horrified expression before the intensely bright light engulfs us both. Gone. The pain is gone. My vision returning, I take my bearings. Reaching out with my newly accrued, dainty manicured fingers, I delicately turn the lock on the bathroom door. I can't have anyone walking in on me right now. They wouldn't understand what just happened. From the outside in, it would appear the waitress has made me vanish and has stolen my clothes. Exhausted, I lean against the bathroom sink. Locks of long golden blonde hair fall around my face as I stare down at the plug hole. I spit the remnants of blood in my mouth down the sink edge. I feel my clothes hanging from my new slender but curvy body. They're ill-suited for this feminine frame I've acquired. Bringing my face up to look into the small dirty mirror above the sink, I see the girl's eyes staring back at me. Her youthful face and sparkling blue eyes only torment me further. Gazing deep into her pearly blues, I hope that somehow she can hear me. I hope that somewhere she's still alive and can forgive me. I'm sorry, I whimper with her voice. Not being allowed the luxury to feel deep resentment for what I am, I know I must continue as normal, as her. Turning to look at the pile of clothing she left after the transformation, I know that staying in this bathroom for too long will arouse suspicion. Reaching down to grab at the blue front button dress and pine, I lift it against my new body. Still warm, I say to myself, grumbling at the idea of actually wearing it. Doesn't take me long to get myself redressed in this girl's entire outfit, underwear and all. The dress has large white buttons at the front, making it easy to put on. It all kinda smells like coffee. Trying my best to recreate how she had her hair tied up, I look into the mirror at her face and let out a long sigh. Those eyes, full of life moments ago, have already faded. All I see is the nothing that I am staring back. The only sensation I can feel is the warmth of the orb pulsating in my hand. Satisfied, I sarcastically ask it, stuffing it into the pouch of my dress. I can't shake the feeling it's never satisfied, always yearning for more. Quietly unlocking the toilet door, I step out into the diner, expecting everyone to be gawking in my direction. Yet no one is looking. Nobody appears to care. Smirking, I know that makes my life easier. No one will have any difficult questions as to what just happened. Ambling toward my suitcase, still waiting for me at my seating booth, I know I want away from this place as soon as possible. Jody! A large, heavy-set bull of a man growls, poking his head through a small opening in the diner's kitchen. Where have you been? Jody. So that's her name. The bathroom, I flippantly reply, not caring for this guy's attitude. I need service at table 10, he shouts back, slamming down the grease-filled plates he's holding. Glaring at the plates of food, then back at the angry, sweaty face of this man, I give him a dirty look. Don't give me attitude, Jody, he hisses, clicking above the plate. Get it together, girlie, or you're out. Snarling, I walk towards the counter. This guy is lucky the orb is fed, otherwise he'd be next. Grabbing the 2 plates he'd left, I look down at the diner to see only one table without food. That must be where it's going. Forcing a smile, I take the plates over to them. Seems a good idea right now to avoid more suspicion. As I approach, something feels off. Something seems extremely different, almost like the smell of death is irradiating from behind me. It repulses me. The smell burns. The pain engulfs me. It rips across my body, making me jerk out in repulsion. It's not the orb. What the hell's happening? The plates fall to the floor with an almighty crash, food splattering across the place. I grip my face tight with my manicured nails. The pain. What is this pain? It feels as if someone is reaching inside and forcibly tearing at my being. I can almost see the strings attached to me. I can feel my life force being drained away in a particular direction. Is this what we're looking for? Is this what we must find? Falling onto my knees around the smashed plates and scattered food, I slide a hand into the pouch of the dress to touch the orb. Like a snap of frost, the orb stabs at my fingers, like a wounded animal defending itself. What is this force? Why does it cause us pain? I must follow it. I must find it. We need it. Getting to my feet as the pain still causes crushing anguish with every step, I snatch at my suitcase and head towards the door. Unable to stand straight, I tumble into counters and tables trying to find the exit. I feel the blunt blows to my body as the smell of death incapacitates my every breath. Jody, the gruff man shouts as I stumble to the exit. What are you doing? With my vision cloudy and blurred, I snatch at the door handle and throw it open. The large glass and metal door crashes against the side and instantly smashes into a million pieces. The impact was enough for the door to fall right off its hinges. Stepping over the smashed glass, I grip my face tight with my fingernails. I feel my long, bright red nails dig into my skin. I scream in pain, stepping out of the diner and into the morning light. We feel them. We've finally found them.